Okay. You know, and all that walk down here, I should have thought about something to say. But did I? No, of course not. So, just out here. Yeah. Looks like it's playing, but I don't hear anything. There it is. Alright. So I'm out at Pirates Cove. Camping now at Pirates Cove because the place I was camping, the Oceano Dunes, is now closed up. They were doing a free safe parking for homeless in the area. That's now done because it is now June 2nd, 2020, amidst the coronavirus and racial tensions of the police state and police brutality and the insanity of this whole thing of cops murdering people and us beating the crap out of people when they're not supposed to be doing that. They're supposed to be serving and protecting, not assaulting. You take an oath of office to hold, or oath when you of the badge when you put on that uniform and take it, you become an officer, and it holds to the Constitution, and the cops are violating the Constitution. First Amendment. And where all these Second Amenders are, they're saying you're gonna go against a corrupt and tyrannical government. Well, here they are. This is what the police state is the corrupt and tyrannical government. And Trump, with his saying, shoot at people and be harder on people, that's tyranny. That is a dictatorship, fascism. That's Nazi Germany, and it doesn't belong in the U.S. I am enraged that this is what our country has become. It's not right. It's just not right. I love our country. I love this country. It has so much potential, but we're falling so short. I'm ashamed of the things we do. I love the country, but I'm ashamed of it. It's not holding up to its promise. The promise of everyone being entitled to the pursuit of life, liberty, and happiness. Because these are rights that not only God gave us, but the country gave us. Our founding fathers gave us these rights. They spelled it out for us. And now we're violating them. Trump is violating them. The police are violating them. Calling in the National Guard is a violation of the Constitution. Yes, the protests, the riots are going a bit far. Maybe, but I understand why. You know, when peaceful protest is impossible, violent protest is inevitable. And this is what is the result of decades of not listening. So, no. But please don't stand in the middle of the street. Don't get run over. There's too many people that are willing to run you over. Please don't get run over. I mean, I won't tell somebody how to protest, whatever, but generally, but don't get run over. And why the collateral damage? I mean, man. I don't know what to. It's crazy. Police using tear gas and rubber bullets, putting holes in people's heads with these rubber bullets. If you hit somebody in the eye, they're going blind. Somebody has lost an eye because the cops shot him with a rubber bullet in the face. They're not supposed to be shot at somebody's face. Don't shoot someone in the face with anything. It's still attempted murder, quite frankly. If you're gonna shoot somebody even with a rubber bullet, I don't care if it's less than lethal, it still has potential to be so, and it can do a shit ton of damage, injury to people. How about something non-injuring? It's pretty... Cops need to sit down, take to account their errors, and realize why the people are pissed off, and actually do something about it. Change. Don't be a child that complains about, oh, I'm being punished, I hate you parents, you're punishing me because I did something wrong. What the heck? They're seriously acting like children. A young teenager getting scolded by their parents for misbehaving. You guys screwed up. You deserve to be scolded. Take it like adults and change. Grow up. You're sick if you don't. It's not the way this country is supposed to be. We're supposed to be far better than this. Far, far better. This is not greatness. This is tyranny. This is tragedy. It's disgusting. It ain't American. Just ain't American. But on to a happier note, more pleasant, out of the rant. Well, of course, my first night here, it wasn't entirely peaceful. The van that had parked next to me last night, couple got in a fight. Young 20-somethings, I would guess. Maybe low 30s. Probably in their 20s. Young couple got in a fight, and apparently he was being quite the jerk, and so she went crazy, rightfully so, and broke up with him and was trying to figure out how to get away from him. And it was 2 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't feel like getting dressed to go deal with it or to invite her in and clean up space in my RV to give her a safe spot, but maybe I should have. She managed okay after a while, after a couple hours, maybe an hour or two of profanities and yelling, and felt really bad for the girl. And the guy keeps trying to defend himself and then starts threatening to smash in the window and saying that she needs to open the door or something's gonna happen that they both regret. It's like, dude, just don't do the thing that you're gonna regret, that people are going to regret. Don't make the situation worse. It seems to happen too often. It's people just make the situation worse and worse and keep fighting. Instead of, when you're told you're wrong, accept it. Figure out why the person's telling you you're wrong and change, grow. Don't just get defensive and fight against it and double down on your wrongness. Don't double down on the wrong. Don't do the thing that people are upset with you for doing. It's not that difficult of a concept. At least it shouldn't be. Oh, I dropped it. No. I don't get. We're supposed to be adults. But I don't know. I don't think people are mature. Nobody is. Any age. At least chronological Earth age on this life. there's not enough people that have experienced multiple lives speaking out. Or if we do, we're mocked and laughed at. Like, I'm sure somebody's, as my channel grows and actually gets a variety of people watching, somebody will mock me for saying that I've lived multiple times. I've had multiple lives on this world. And I've seen too much crap over and over and over again for however many thousand years, however many dozen lifetimes. That's why we come out here to this beautiful place to try to get back to some grounding, some level of sanity. Nature. And let me tell you, nature's not very sane either, though. Quite destructive, from the waves crashing on the shore, beating down the rocks, to the birds eating each other, eating lizards or fish or clams or whatever, or bigger animals elsewhere. No, nature is predatory, but you think humans could learn to be a little bit more than just predators, just solely survival of the fittest. I mean, can't we make it so everyone can survive? Don't we have the ability and the knowledge to feed everyone with just taking a little bit of effort? We could do it. It wouldn't be that hard, really. It just takes effort. It takes focus of society. And yes, society, socialism, democratic socialism for society, of the people, by the people, for the people. The definition of democratic socialism. The people vote, the people choose, and it's done. Every rule, law, entity is meant to benefit society, not just your own personal capital gains, because that doesn't get very far as soon as you run out of customers. The problem with capitalism is eventually you run out of other people's money. I know people say that's the problem with socialism, but it's not, because socialism takes from the rich, gives to the poor, and then the poor spend it and goes through the middle class and gets back to the banks and to the big corporations as the money is spent from the poor, so the rich get it back, and then it goes back to the bottom and it keeps flowing in a cycle. Socialism is a cycle. Capitalism is a one-way road going to the top from the bottom, from everybody else, collecting up at the top, profiting, gaining, collecting. When you collect, it means other people have less. Eventually, like it's happened dozens of times, repeatedly, don't lose focus. We end up with recessions because people can't buy. When people can't buy, the corporations, the small businesses first go out, and because they have no customers. When you run out of customers, you can't profit. You can't survive if you don't have customers. In order to have customers, your customers have to have money. Money that they can spend, extra money on top of paying rent, buying food, paying health insurance, paying car insurance, DMV registration, all these insurance things, all these things, bills that just money going to the banks, and then sitting there and doing diddly squat. Maybe invested by somebody back into some big corporation where it just gains more profit for the top at the expense of everybody else. It is not sustainable. Like playing Monopoly. Capitalism is playing the game of Monopoly. Your goal is to get all the money. But the consequences of that is that everybody else runs out of money and the game ends. Capitalism is an end game. It's not sustainable for a society. And here I've gotten ranting back into politics when I was going to try to talk about being in the RV out here over the ocean. It's because it's so insane, everything that's going on. How can I sit back and relax and enjoy nature, enjoy quiet, peace and quiet, when there's so much insanity and turmoil going on right now? It's mind-boggling and frustrating, and I feel like I can't do anything, but the things that I could do, like going to some of those protests, I don't really want to do for my own safety, because I don't want my RV to be damaged. That is my worry. Why I don't want to go to these protests is because, I mean, maybe the insurance will cover it, maybe State Farm will cover it, but maybe they won't. And I can't afford to have my vehicle, home, and all my stuff destroyed. I can't take that risk. So instead, I sit on social media, rant on Facebook, and Twitter kicked me off because my phone kept signing in on different towers, and so it thought I was signing on different devices, whatever, and it only gave me the option to say, no, that wasn't me, no option to say, yes, that was me. And so they suspended my account, and I can't get it back on. So I'm Twitterless right now. But I'm doing Instagram also, but no politics on Instagram. I'm keeping Instagram to my photos, strictly photography. Facebook is where I do most of my politics. Several years ago, I was doing more there. I had a couple groups, a couple pages that I put together, but then Facebook changed the way pages ran, and it's not as easy to use. It's not as functionable as it once was, and yeah, it's not as convenient. So I just kind of quit doing it and went back to my main account and ranting at 4 a.m. on politics, arguing against conservatives in order to reduce my anxiety and stress. Yeah, arguing politics is a stress reliever. How crazy is that? Of course, right now, not so much. Right now, it increases stress. Because it's just so... Yeah. Excuse me. So here I sat for almost 20 minutes ranting and... Hope you enjoyed the video of my walk down here. That extra B-roll. That took some effort to put together. Walking up and down the hills, back and forth, multiple takes, changing camera angles, lining it all up, and repeating actions, and yeah. Oh, let's take off my big lens, de-strap myself. Maybe in a moment we'll come on, get back in my face. In a moment I'll put this lens on the camera and get some do some zooming in around me and focus on my eyes, not just my beard. Problem with the beard is it kind of misses a bit of my face. It can't. And the glasses. Oh man. What a world, what a world, what a world. Wow, what a world, what a world, what a world, what a world, what a world. Melted. Ah, what a cruel world. Now the question is, was I quoting The Wizard of Oz or yogurt? Spaceballs. Not the sequel. But they're right. It's the quest for more money. Everything is the quest for more money. That is the society under capitalism, is just more money for self and, well, other people starve. I mean, it costs $30 billion to end world hunger permanently. And yet, we spend $800 billion, $900 billion on defense, on killing people, but we're unwilling to spend any money on helping people, on healthcare, on food, on education, on decent roads, high-speed rail. We're falling behind the rest of the world because we're not willing to spend money on society, but only spend it on ourselves, on our own profit rather than societal's gain. Okay, Elon Musk just launched a spaceship. Launched these SpaceX Dragon thing. That was pretty cool, but... And yeah, that put a lot of people to work. That was a lot of materials mined. So a lot of miners made money off of that. And then, of course, the scientists that actually built the stuff. But I don't think the miners made enough money, as much as they should have, for the work that they did. I'm a huge fan of paying people for how much they're actually contributing, and a miner is contributing to the base of society as our farmers. So they should be treated the best, paid the most, because nothing else functions without the miners, without the farmers. I wouldn't have the camera without a miner. I wouldn't have these clothing without a sheep farmer or a cotton farmer. Shoes, cows, cow farmer, rancher. It's everything. There are so many jobs, base jobs, that provide entirely for society's function, and they're shat upon. The miners get poor working conditions, shit healthcare. Their communities are crappy. Miners should have the best. The best of the best of the best, sir. With honors. Without them, the rest of society doesn't function. None of us get to do anything without them. So, that's what I think. Yeah. I'm gonna do some more photography, my long lens.